So basically, what I wanted to do this video for, my second one, is I'm trying to update my camera system. The first video was shot on my phone. I realized it was going to be subpar quality. I didn't realize it was going to be that bad. I've upgraded to a camera. Hopefully this is a little bit better quality. I actually made my own style tripod out of just scrap stuff I had sitting around, and seems to be okay. This is my workbench in my basement. Since it's winter here in Pennsylvania, this is where I'll be doing probably, most of the tinkering. All the heavy stuff I'll have to do on my garage. I don't currently have heat out there. Just didn't have time to get that in this year, but haven't got into editing yet either, so I apologize for that. I'm going to start incorporating some of that stuff in future videos, because I don't really like watching poor quality videos, and I wouldn't expect you to have to watch them either. So, this is my piece of aluminum for the the inner web of the frame. Obviously this is scrap aluminum. This isn't 190 thou. Like I said, I'm going to rough everything in on this, and then when I get this where I feel comfortable, I'm going to go ahead and do the order the 190 thou. I did purchase a rifled barrel in 380. Like I said in my earlier video, I was a little concerned about trying to make the barrel, getting everything straight, and having to build some kind of jig to have it rifled or have somebody rifle it. So I took the easy way. This was really cheap, actually. I got this for $13.10, and it is rifled. It's just what they call an unfinished barrel blank in 380 caliber. This is my upper slide that I was working on. I feel that I may need to increase the length. Luckily I have more of this stuff. It seems like a lot of this, when you change from the original plan, a lot of this is trial and error. So, but that's all part of the journey, That's why I'm doing this. I love tinkering with things, and thought this would be a really cool project. Plus I'm in the guns, so it'd be kind of neat to have my own build, that I can shoot and take to the club. This is the 3/4 stock that I'll probably use for the firing block where the firing pin would go, and or the bolt, I should say. And I'm also considering, drilling this and using it for the guide in front for the barrel as well, instead of using something round like Clinton did in his video. So I've got that. I also have some round stock, and I did buy a 5/8 bolt. I was tinkering with using that, drilling it out, for the front guide. Everything that I have, this was all free material from work with the exception of the barrel and the bolt I bought at Lowe's. The rest of this, I work in a shop where we make things out of steel at the one end, and then I work on the finish end, wiring up control panels and such. But so I do have access. I just asked the owner, hey, is it okay if I have this? And then he usually looks at what it is, and signs off on it and says, yeah, you can go ahead and take that home and use it for what you want. So that's kind of nice. It's actually really nice. Saves me a little bit of money, but I have told him that I'd be willing to purchase it if it needed to be a significant monetary value. Now, this here is just a cutoff. I actually have a really rather large piece of this 1/2 inch 60/61, so that was nice to get that. And I laid out my design on here, and hopefully sometime this week I can go ahead and get that roughed in, and then I'll just have to work with it from there. If you notice, it's quite thick. This will all have to be thinned down, but I'd rather start out oversized and have to take some off than go too small and have to start all over again. So this is somewhat of my own design. I'm obviously using the Professor Parabellum's plans, and then watching a lot of Clinton Westwood videos, and then just kind of coming up with my own design and trying to figure out all the different measurements, you know, to make sure that everything fits. I'll have to order the magazine pretty soon, so I can go ahead and get that, you know, so I know where placements of the bolt and the barrel and all that stuff have to go. And it's going to be a journey, and as we go along, I hope my videos get better, and like I said, I'll incorporate some editing and stuff. I'm going to try and stay with the music too much, because music's okay, but when you're trying to learn how to do something, I feel that if, you know, people are pointing out things, you know, like the thickness of material and you know, where they got it and places to look for stuff, it just kind of helps the viewer out, you know, especially if you're somebody like me and you've never done this before. It's really, really helpful in those videos, you know, to hear, you know, what size screws they used and what size tap and all that stuff. So I'm going to try and incorporate a lot of that stuff, and you know, if I've forgotten anything, please feel free to hit me up, and just keep watching my videos and stay tuned. And it's going to be a journey, you know. It's going to be like watching Lost, except for most of the time it's probably going to be me who's lost. And feel free to leave advice, comments. It's always appreciated, and we'll see you next time.